Hello, the purpose of this video is to show how to design and lay out a bathroom that is accessible and fits the Americans with Disabilities Act. So it doesn't matter where you put your bathroom right now. Let's just have the sizing and all the fixtures in it. Okay, so let's first draw a line. That'll be a bathroom wall, and then another line here. And I created a document where we can do our referrals. And let's start with this one here. At the very start, we know that the Americans with Disability Act issued the 2010 Accessible Design Standards, and part of it, at Chapter 6, 603, you have a turning space. And in 603, it says here that the turning space shall be circular or T-shaped, and if it's circular, it's 60 inches, and you can't have any obstructions, 12 inches minimum in each direction. Okay, so you cannot have an overlap. Other things that's in the guide are the location or distance of the water closet from the wall, 16 to 18. You got your knee space and your toe clearances. Um, yeah, okay. And then you got your 60-inch requirement uh, from the corner uh, for the restroom. Okay. So there's a lot of um, designs out there already on the internet, and it would tell you exactly like how to lay this out. Okay. Um, so first, let's grab the fixtures. Okay. So I have included here a water closet fixture because you won't know what this distance is unless you know what your water closet is. So the best way to do it is from manufacturer. Here's one from I think Zern. I think they listed this on AutoCAD, which is a collection of details, and we should find something that has an ADA on it. Here's one. It says ADA, but it has a water tank, and we wanted something commercial. Something commercial. We'll be using a uh, valve system. Okay. So here's one. So if we click on this one, let's just look at the view first. PDF. Here's one. So here's your plumbing fixture. And here's your flush valve, but it's wall mounted. We probably wanted something that's floor mounted. I mean, yeah. So let's go back and let's just type Control F and do an ADA search. Compliance. So there's a lot here. Floor mounted bowl, but it's a wall flush system. Okay, maybe here's one. There you go. So here's one where it discharges to the floor. Okay, and it says that this one is 12 inches from the face of the wall. That's the requirement. So contractors will need this diagram so they know how to locate their uh, plumbing pipes and outlets or discharges. But I think this is good. It has a uh, flush valve, and it's hidden uh, valve. That means that the controls are we need the chase in order to do this. Okay. So we may need another one. Just go through the list here. That's the one that we were looking at. Looks like the best one that we can use is the one where the flush valve is exposed. This is for a child. This one would work, but we want something that says ADA on it, just to make sure. So we can do something like this. Elongated is better. So let's click on the WG and it'll download it. Let's click open. It will say something that this wasn't done by AutoCAD, and so you just click OK, and there you have it. So here's the wall, whatever. So what you want to do, if you want to grab this, you can select this piece over here. And then you're going to do a copy, and then go back to your drawing file, and then you can do a clipboard and paste. Oop, I have it here. Okay, it didn't copy it, so select this. Do a copy selection. If not, we have to do a block. There you go. There's that. There you go. So I just did a Control X, Control V over there. Okay, and then I'm going to. I didn't. Let me go back so that I can just show you what I did. So I copied it to the side, and I can actually erase a lot of these things over here. And we don't want this. We don't want this. I want this. We don't want this. We just want the line of the wall. Okay. Actually, we probably don't even want that, but yeah, like that. We just want this line here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just select this. Let's see if on screen I can do a cut and paste. So here we can clipboard. We can cut. I mean, you'll remember it, and then go back to your floor plan. And here we can right click and clipboard, and we're gonna be pasting it as a block. There you go. All right. So and then we're gonna just rotate. Um, Here's my F9. My snap is not snapping to on. There you go. Snap. There you go. And then this is going to just absorb the color of the layer where you put it on. So let's make another layer. Okay, we're going to call this layer. We can call it plumbing, but because this is an architecture element, I'm going to stay with A. Okay, and then we're going to call this PLUMB for plumbing, or that's PLUM, and then dash fixed. Yeah, and the color is usually we color it red or yellow. So we can put yellow. There you go. Close it. I'm going to select this and then select that to plumbing fixture. Okay. So that's the sink, and we can put it on the left or the right, doesn't matter. But I mean that's the lavatory. I mean that's the water closet. So let's go back to our file and find a water closet. So I have also found here a lavatory. Um, and you can find here lavatories, but if it doesn't say ADA, sometimes I'm hesitant to use one of those. So here's one. If I click this, here's a lavatory. And usually, if it says ADA on the measurement, then that's good. Okay. So we can actually use this. You can actually also use something direct from the manufacturer, like this one is from Kohler. Okay, and you click that, it'll tell you, and you can actually go here to design files. You can check your DWG, then you can download that file, and then from this manufacturer, this one says it's ADA standard. Okay, or you can go back to that archive and then go back. Uh, where's that wall hang? Okay, wall hang laboratory. Here you can use this, or you can use this. So let's use this Z5. Double click, I mean, click continue, and there you go. And you're going to do the same thing. Okay, you're going to select, and then you're going to uh, copy, and then you can take out stuff that you don't need. This one is a bracket, goes inside the wall. There you go. And then simply select, and then you right click, and then we're going to go clipboard, and we're going to cut, go back to the plan, and then we're going to clipboard, and we're going to paste. Oh, we're going to paste as a block. Oh, that's my alarm. Okay, and then we're going to select that and make that plumbing fixture. And we don't want to see all these little holes here, so we can just delete that. And then we can put them together just like what it shows on our design guideline here. You can put it on the left or right. So if you put the water closet on the left, then the sink or the lavatory is going to be on the right, or whatever. So that's what you need to work on your AutoCAD. So we're now ready to locate our accessible restroom in our floor plan. Um, Based on my schematic, I would like to locate my restroom over here. And according to the dimensions given to me, the restroom for our customers, which is supposed to be accessible, has to have a dimension of 60 inches towards the end of the sink, and the sink has to be 18 inches on center from the wall. So going back to AutoCAD, let's locate the sink, 18 inches from the wall. So I'm going to do an offset 18, offset over here to the left, and then I'm going to move the sink. I'm going to hold it from the middle, mid, enter, select, and then put it over here, and then erase this now. Okay, now from the edge of the sink, I have to measure 60 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line here, and then I'm going to, I can even draw a line, 60 inches, 60, enter, and then go down. Okay, so let's now look at the total dimension from this intersection to the endpoint over here. So I'm going to do a distance endpoint to this intersection over here, and that is 7'4". Okay, so if you're pressed for measurement, 7'4" will be the minimum. So I think I can give or a spare of 2 inches. So I'm going to do an offset of 7'6". Good number, 7'6". 7'6". Enter. Select here, over here, and I'm going to erase these temporary lines that I'm not using. And I'm going to fix this corner, and that is now my the width of my restroom. Okay, so I put in 2 inches of spare. Going back to my guideline, the lavatory, not lavatory, but the water closet is supposed to be 17 to 18 inches from the wall. So going back to AutoCAD, I'm going to do an offset again of the same distance. I'm going to make it 18. Plus the 17 to 18, I'm going to put in and move from the center here to this endpoint of the wall. And then I'm going to flush this flush valve to the wall. So I'm going to move the same stuff. I'm going to get the endpoint here and put that perpendicular, PR, enter, and then perpendicular to this wall. There you go. And I'm going to erase this blue line, and that's supposed to be the location of my sink. Okay. Let's now locate that to the corner. Okay, so I want that over here. And I actually wanted this one to turn um, by 90 degrees. So I'm going to do a rotate. And I'm going to just move this corner to this corner over here. And it looks like it won't fit because I need more space. So let's look at our site plan and turn on or unfreeze our XREF. There you go. and it looks like I can extend all the way up to this line here on this back end. So I do have space to extend. Okay, let's refresh the XREF, and I will now um, use this as my wall. And so I'm going to like break this wall over here because I won't need that. I'll reconnect things later when I'm done. And then let's go back to our design guidelines, and we have to figure out now the depth of this restroom. For the depth of this restroom, it can open out, the door can open out or open in, but you can see that there is going to be a 54 inch, 56 inch into 2010. So it looks like this one is updated to 2010 ADA. Okay, so 56 inches. And then I have to fit this 60-inch minimum diameter. So going back to AutoCAD, I need to do a 56 inch here. So I have 56 inches over here. Okay, and that's all the wheelchair clearance that's required. Next, I have to create a circle, and I want that to be 60 inches. So the radius is 30 inches. And then I want this one to be clear of the sink, and I want this one to be clear of the bowl. Okay, there you go. Now this one's a give or take because we can overlap, not by 12 inches though. So let's see if we can open it in here. So this line now becomes the line of my wall. So I'm gonna continue there. And then this is a 10-inch CMU because this is the elevator shaft. And this one is just a chipboard wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset by 7 or 8 inch. So I think we use 7. And that's 7. It looks like I won't fit because here is my 60-inch uh, clearance. And this is my wall over here. This blue line is my wall. And you can see that they do not fit. So that means that this space over here, that this is the depth of my elevator shaft, will not fit onto uh, onto my bathroom. Or if I use this wall as the edge of my bathroom, it will not fit. So I have to think of a different way on how to achieve this clearance. Now, if I go back to my schematic floor plan notes on my elevator, which I had a cutout from the manufacturer, let's zoom in here. It says that I need a 7-foot clear hoistway. That means that the clearance must be 7'4", and this one must be 5'9" wall to wall. So the clearance here from wall to wall is 5'9". It doesn't say that I have to have exactly 5'9". Okay, so typically you can have a deeper elevator shaft, but this one is what they require. Okay, so I'm gonna use that and go back to AutoCAD, and I think I can expand this elevator shaft because anyway the stairway has a lot more slack over here. So what I'm going to do is I will temporarily erase this. Oh, erase this wall and erase this wall too, line here. And what I'm going to do is I will um, widen the shaft to accommodate my space. Okay, so I will widen it by maybe 6 inches. So I'm gonna get and move this wall and this wall. Press enter, click here, and then move to the right, and then type in 6 inches, 6, enter. And then from here, go back and offset by a 7-inch. Go back, and looks like I'm clear now. Okay, So what I did was I made my elevator shaft uh, deeper by 6 inches because there's a slack or more to give over here. And I can just clear this over here. And there you go. Okay. So I did extend to this uh, back room or edge of the wall over here. I have more space just so that I can have a space here for my restroom because that's what's on my plan. Now, if you want to revise your plan and locate it somewhere else, then that's also doable. Okay, so I will offset now another 7 inches for this other end of the wall, and I have to now the grids are on the way, so I'll just temporarily turn that off so it's not. Here you go, and then I'm going to create that corner and then clean this corner up. And then extend these wall here, but I'm gonna break or make an opening here. So break, click here, click there, and then fix this with the fillet command, fillet, and click this one and that one. There you go. Okay. So remember, if I turn off my XREF, that you have a lot more space than what you initially thought that you can only occupy this much. You can still occupy this much space over here. I did occupy more over here this way. So I can actually move my whole building out this way, uh, except that I will not have a little space for my parking over here on the right. But if that's the case, that's the case. So let's complete this restroom by trying to find some grab bars that I can download off the internet. Here's a collection of grab bars from this website, and I can get a free download and it downloaded here. And I simply click on that one, it'll open up in AutoCAD. And what I need from my plan is basically a two-piece plan. It could be one straight L piece, but this one is supposed to be 54 inches from, or the edge of that grab bar must be 54 inches from the back wall. Okay, and how do we get to the 54 inches? Because of 12 inches and 42 inches, that gives us the 54 inches. So we need two pieces. The backside is supposed to be relatively 36, I believe, 36 inches on the backside. So let's use that website, and I open that block file, and I wanted to use one of these one over here. So it's one whole piece. So I'm gonna explode first, explode, and then explode this piece. Enter. Then I'm gonna grab one of these. So I'm gonna grab one of these. Control C or right click clipboard, and I'm going to copy and go back to my first floor. And I'm going to right click clipboard and I'm going to paste as a block. Okay, there you go. I'm going to put this in layer uh, plumbing, and I'm going to do a rotation of 90 degrees. I'm going to put this, okay, this edge onto somewhere along the wall. So I'm going to do a nearest and put this on this wall. And then it says that I need to put this 54 inches. So I'm going to do offset of 54 to get a temporary line. And I need to put the edge here over here. So I'm going to just do a move and then click this edge and then do a perpendicular up to this point over here. And this one is supposed to be 12 inches. So I'm going to do another offset and put 12. So I can do a temporary line from here to here. And you can see it's not quite 12. So I'm going to do a stretch. So ST for stretch. Oh, S for stretch. And I'm going to make a crossing box from right corner to left corner. Select. I don't want to select this, so I'm going to press my shift key and then unselect this. There you go. Press enter now. and I will stretch this end up to perpendicular to this line over here. And there you go. So now that's 12 inches. Oh, looks like this is a block, so I need to explode this first. So I'm going to do another explode, explode, select explode this. It's now lined up here, but it moved over here, so I'm going to do another stretch. And this time I'm going to stretch it S for stretch and stretch it from this corner, unselect this, press my shift key and then hold it down, enter now, and then select this. And we're going to do a perpendicular up to this line here. There you go. Now it fits our design guideline. Per our design guideline, it's supposed to be 42 inches minimum, 12 inches here, and that's supposed to be 24 from the very tip of my water closet. So just to do a double check, it must be 24 inches from the very tip. So I'll do a line. I'm going to select the very tip here, and then I'm going to offset that 24 inches and see whether I am within. Oh, it looks like I fall short. So looks like I have to stretch that again. So I'm going to do another stretch. Oh, S for stretch. And I wanted to unselect this line here, and I wanted to select this line up to perpendicular to this line here. Okay, so we have to match that to the letter. Erase that, erase this, and there you go. So I will try to match again. Oh, that's not what I want. I want to match property, layer fixture, and all of this over here. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for this back wall over here. Let's look at our guidelines again. Now looking at our restroom notes. There are grab bars. This is the height, 36 inches. Maximum from the floor, 33 inches. Minimum from the floor. And then there's also the requirement that it should be on the side wall. That's where we got the 24 inches. That's where we got the 54 inches. And also the rear wall. And that's where we get 36 inches from. Okay, so 36 inches, and it's supposed to be 12 inches minimum from the center onto the right side or left side, and then on the opposite side it's supposed to be 24 inches. So let's go back to AutoCAD and make those lines. So we're going to draw a temporary line from center over here. Okay, if you have a hard time seeing this, let's turn it to a yellow line first for plumbing line. Okay, there you go. And it's supposed to be 12 inches here, so I'm going to do an offset and then do 12 inches on this side. There you go. And then we have to do a 24 inches on this side because according to our notes, it's supposed to be 12 going towards the wall and going away from the wall is 24. Okay, so I'm going to do another offset, and this time we're going to do a 24 there, and then we're going to copy this this one onto this. So I'm going to just do a copy CP, select this, and I'm going to copy it first here on the side so that I can freely rotate this one, and then rotate it here. And then I wanted to make sure this edge, I'm going to move this edge over here, endpoint meets this intersection over here, and I'm going to flush this switch on over here. So I'm going to do a move and previous, enter, and select from here to here. There you go. And then this edge over here, outside edge must be touching this. I'm doing a stretch, S for stretch, crossing box from right to left. Press enter, and then from this corner, I want to do it to do a perpendicular to this corner. PR enter and select there. Okay, and I'm going to erase all of these temporary lines, and that's the grab bar requirement for a handicap. I'm not really liking this wall over here. That was the edge of my building originally when I planned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decide that this edge of the wall should really be here. So I'm just going to move this. And I'm going to move this from here to here. There you go. And then it's going to really be really close to my parking slot. So, and then fix this corner over here. So originally on my schematic, the edge of my building was this line over here. And so, but because now I'm doing my my floor plan in AutoCAD for my preliminary plans, I can see that this doesn't work, or I need a little more space. So I'm gonna abandon this site now, and extend that by how many? I'm gonna extend that. I'm gonna extend the building by 2 foot 8. Yeah, 2 foot 8. Extending it 2 foot 8. So what I can do is I can go back to my cafe base. Remember, I'm not using this, but this one here. And I wanted to extend this corner here. So I'm going to select that and by 2 foot 8. So I'm going to just go up here. Uh, let's just do an offset, and then 2 foot 8, enter, select this, that one, and then I'm going to select and use the groups here. And I'm going to move that here. Oh, the hatch didn't move with that, so I'll just have to rehatch later. There you go. And then I'm going to just move this out of the way. Okay, and then do another hatch, B hatch, and then enter, and then just match property, that one here. Okay, and then erase this. So go back to my base. That was the original plan. So I updated my site plan to reflect that, and then I'm gonna just save this. So since I updated my site plan, when I go back to my base plan, since I updated the xref, it'll give me a warning on the right corner here. It says, hey, you updated something, got changed on the base site. So you want to reload? Sure, I go ahead and click that. And now it's showing me the updates here, that this is the size of the update is this one. It automatically showed me that one. So I just have to accept that by clicking check. And there you go. I don't have that line no more because it got moved over here. And then I now need to correct this line here. I don't want that. I want this one over up to here. There you go. And then I think we have uh, clearance. Now whether we can open the door and have a 12-inch overlap, just like what we have over here, um, here. So if we can have this 12-inch overlap, we'll do that, but we're going to do doors on another video. But that's how to create a ADA bathroom. Okay.